Hey everyone, and welcome back to another shipbuilding video. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Um, this ship should not exist. This ship can't be this good. Like I said in the title to the video, I can't believe we've done this. All right, this is the continuation of the ship build that I did live, where we were going through, and I started off with 27K credits, went out, stole a ship, got the ship, did a whole lot of work, and got it all kind of put together. And well, you know what? Probably the best thing is that this is a completed form. Let's go back. Let's see. Let's go back to another save. I think it's over here. Let's go back to another save here, and let's see where we've come from. All right. So this was a very low-level ship when it began. It was level. I think it was level 18 when I stole it in there with registration fees and all that stuff. Like I said, we started out with 27, and I think it in the end only cost us 10K. When we took everything apart and added the things onto it to give it kind of the look we wanted. So what I wanted to do in this video is now, show you where we began, and then what I ended up with, and show you how to build it. You could either build it from scratch, or to buy it yourself. So let's go over here. All right. So let's view and modify, and let's take a peek at what we were looking at. All right. So this was the final build of what we were, we had checked out before. So, thing that I really liked about it is that we got a bridge. The Deimos DS 31.1 Ares bridge in there. It's not the best one on there, but like I said in my previous videos, I'm not a big one on cargo, and the only difference between the upgraded bridge that would cost another 60K would actually be the cargo size of the bridge. I think it goes up to 360 in there. We had a few guns that were left over on it. We put some guns on here. There's a suppressor. Not a big one of the suppressors either. Usually I just kind of do targeting correctly so I can get down their shields and engines to the point that I can go on and dock with the ship. So I'll probably plan on getting rid of that. We have a docker on the top, which is kind of nice, but doesn't kind of give us the best flow of the ship. I do like these little shielded cargo. Shielded cargo is always good, and that's kind of good enough for me. The fuel on the side, those are very, very cool. We have an all-in-one berth from Stroud. The Stroud is my favorite hat maker. I like that. We have an okay shield. 7% is a good regen rate on it, but the health of the shield 545, not the best. In there. One of the really kind of nice things I do, I like the landing bay is really nice. It's a Deimos landing bay. Looks really good on it. Kind of the cool thing is that our mass is so low, we only need one of the Nova Galactic NG-20 landing gear on it, because the landing gear is a thruster of 4, and we don't need much more than that. So I want to try to keep that kind of down too. We might need to put on another one, but we'll see. And then the engines, the Hercules engines, this is the thing that I'm kind of go off for the look. Is it the best of things out there? No. But we can actually upgrade these and still use this style in there. There's a lot of different types of engines, best of the best, fastest of the fastest, all the things. But I at least for just to do something different with the build, these would be very cool. And I like the connection points of the bracers. We'll probably do something with the reactor. Reactor is not very high. It only goes up to 16 for powering our stuff, which actually gives us plenty of room for stuff. But I want to put more weapons on this thing. Same thing with the grav drive. I want to do a little bit better on the grav drive. I think I want to keep everything B. All right, that's kind of the big thing. So B, so we're going from our budget build to the best B class out there. Like I said, the ship shouldn't exist. You should be able to kind of go and do what we have done and come up with such a cool ship. for an original build. So I had a lot of fun with this one. So there's the basics of everything. All right, let's get out of here. All right, and let's go and load in my other save from Jameson. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go back over the Jameson, and let me show you what I came up with. Yeah. Like I said, it's such a kind of a cool build to take something from that budget, from that starting point, and then I actually went out and I had to make a little bit of money. I think I'm going to come out with a video of the how I make my money. I basically farm plutonium and sell it. There's no kind of big thing for me with that. So I'll probably make a little video showing what I do for that. So you might want to be able to know how to farm some plutonium and make some money that way. Hard to do just with the whole selling aspect that the the buyers only have so much credits. So, all right. So there we go. Let's go and talk to this guy.
What can I do for you? Got anything you need to offload? Trade authority?
I'm good. Thanks, buddy.
Sure. How about it?
Yeah. So here we go. I don't have a name for it. I just call it the B class. So my whole thing in this, I'm just making everything B class on here. So here's what I came up with. Oh. I held on to the bridge. Really like that bridge. I hung on to the landing bay underneath. All right. And I had a few little amenity, little things here or there. Some guns and stuff. And I upgraded the engines. I upgraded the shields. I upgraded the reactor. Let's pull it all apart so that you can see everything. One of the cool factors in here is that the whole back end, actually, where I have a lot of the things that you need that you can upgrade, I've got them all connected on the back. I like it when a build just flows like that. So let's take all of this off. All right. So that's kind of our rear department in here. So what we've got in here is that I have now, instead of the I think it was 110s, it's the Hercules DT 160 engines. A lot more engine thrust, a lot more maneuvering thrust. You do have to have Starship Design rank 4 if you want to get this in there, so it's very nice. And I have that nice little connection in there. So I have those on the back. All right, and then I have them kind of everything just stacked. Underneath I have the RD3000 Beta Grav Drive, which I think is the best grav drive out there for the B. I really like it. For our reactor, for the best B reactor, it comes in at 39. For a power generator, which is more than enough what we need. You're going to see that when we look at our stats in here. Love that. And then on top of this, I've stacked a Warden SG400 shield. I love this shield. Again, I like having a regen rate of 7%. I look at that first. Then I look, how much shield am I getting for health? 1125 is outstanding. And max power of 10, so it's under the 12. So we actually are able to have save a few points there. So again, if I kind of take it apart here, that's all I did. I just stacked each one of those on together. So I have that stacked to there, that stacked to there, and then I bring these over, connect them. They only have that one connection point on the side, so that makes it look really good. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Let's take off the main area here, and you can kind of see what I've done here. Nothing too crazy as far as the parts that I put on. I've got the landing bay, which is kind of our starting component, and there it works really well with the oversized bridge. Oh, I did a screenshot apparently. That took a long time. All right. I hook it onto the very front of it because if you look, I can't put this all the way because the connection point right here, see the little arrow flashing, right? I have to hook that up to a hab. So that's what I did with this. So I have this hab that connects to there. All right? So that's how all that works. Let's take all these guns off and stuff in here. We'll take all the tanks off. So yeah, so there's our basic starting point. Landing pad, put the bridge on the front, connect the hab. Boom, that's where we begin. I need landing gear. I have taken that Nova Galactic landing gear still. All right, and I put that underneath. That works fantastic. So now we've got the buildings or build. All right, I'm going to need a docker. I put the docker over here because it had a little bit better flow when putting the guns in the front. All right, and then here, let me take this. I'm going to just move these out of the way. These were purely decorative. So let's move them out of the way here so you can see how you can build this ship. All right. Remove all this stuff. Oops. All this stuff out of here. All right. So yeah. So you've seen the front part of this, and you see how I just kind of build the back part of this, and I just connect everything together. So I highlight everything. Boom. That all kind of works on 2 levels. So everything is in there. I mean, gosh, it doesn't take much more than that to make this ship. Like I said, it's really just amazing. All right, and then I have this wonderful, the Deimos Spine C on there, so I can mount a couple of guns. Again, really gave a great flow to the ship. All right, and then I like these, the M30 Ulysses helium tanks that has a little covering on it. It, again, just has this great flow. Almost looks like, kind of wings on their own. I mean, right there, we're looking fantastic. We kept the shielded cargo. I tried all different types of cargo in there. If it got too bulky, then I couldn't see, the little orbs inside the helium tanks, in there. And so I was just like, So I tried different things and I didn't like it. So if you want to play with having the, different shielded cargo on there or any kind of cargo, you could play with that too. Also, if you're not finding enough spots to connect with this build, you can always replace this landing bay with the Hope Tech one. And then it has like 2 places on the side that you can actually connect things to. And then I added these little things. I'm like, what can I put underneath just to give, again, a good flow to it. At both of these pieces, I had a front and a back, and I put it underneath. And it just kind of connected things all together. Instead of having, this bottom piece just being on its own. Gives it a little bit of a covering underneath. Boom. And then I put this over here. So very, very simplistic in a sense of how it all kind of worked together. I still don't know what a good name for the ship, would be. If you have kind of a, any idea, guess what? Because I just moved some stuff. If you've got any idea what a great, name this ship, would be, I'm all here for it. I've been kind of racking my brain with it. But so many great, just great flow to this ship. I really like it a lot. And it maneuvers so nicely. Lastly, just talking about the guns. I wanted to, again, have everything to be B. So I just have one set of guns on here, which is the PBL 175 Auto Helium beams. Really like it. I mean, next to the Obliterators, it's probably one of the best. The Obliterators are A's. So if I was really going to be taking this into some really big firefights, I'd do that. I also was playing with having a turret at the on the top with it. I thought that would be cool. So, definitely some options within there. So yeah, so really kind of a very, very fun build. I really enjoyed putting together, and A little bit expensive when we started to do some of the upgrades, but nothing too much. People always ask me, how much was it all overall? I think it was just shy, after I put on all the little extras, I think it was just a little shy of 400. It was between like 3 and 400K to be able to pull that off. And so yeah, so now not outlandish for ship builds, but you do have to kind of gather up a little bit of cash to do it. And that's only, like I said, the original design that we had was great, functioned great, but I said I wanted to get kind of the best of the best of the stuff that I have available to me to be able to use all that. So, all right, well, kind of the moment of truth here. Let's see how the impossible build, looks in here. So let's go into here. Let's go and here, I'll just do the boarding so you can kind of see. I'm very basic. I fly alone a lot of time. But actually, this one, surprisingly, you can have 5 crew in it, which is kind of crazy in here. So, nice and spacious. I just have my little bit of sleep. There's where I go at somebody. I was working out earlier, apparently. In here, going up. I know one of the things I wanted to show with it, just kind of what we're looking at for just ship overview. In there, you can see that on the left-hand side. Reactor 5, a reactor goes 44, crew up to 5, so you can put 5 people in here. I know it's kind of a tight fit. The jump is right in specs. Speed is going to be 140 as its base. Good shielding in there, and the guns are really, really great. You're going to see the maneuverability on this thing is just nuts. Let's sit in here, and it's got the huge bridge. I mean, I think that's probably why we have so many. We can have so many crew members on there. It's just from the bridge alone. Take off. Great looking. They said it really makes it look. Someone was mentioning in my chat when we were kind of looking at some stuff. It's like, that shouldn't be stable. It should fall on its face just because it only has the one landing gear on it. It's too funny. Alright. Like I said, maneuverability is just amazing. It's so fast and it's turning. Just amazing. Moving that around. Absolutely love it. If you see in the bottom left hand, we've got everything maxed out, from the grav to the shield to the engines to our guns. So you do have some room if you want to throw another gun, set of guns on there. You can. Wonderful with the PBOs. Let's see our speed here. Just look at those engines. Over our speed gets us up to 167 with a boost. What do we have? We go all the way up 629. Like I said, just a great looking ship overall. Great sounding guns. Like I said, guns and weapons are something that I think is something that different people like different things when they're talking about all their different guns, all the different weapons and everything available to them. Let me go back down just for one more thing. I like seeing the stats view from the technician, because I always think it gives a little bit of a better overall picture of what we're looking at. But yeah, wonderful looking ship. Does everything you need it to do. I think one of the things that I'm learning as I'm building ships and putting best of the stuff that I have is how much you actually really
We're
need.
asking everyone to take care of it. Need some work done?
To do all your travels and do well in fights and stuff. Let's see. Let's go modify.
Sure. How about it?
There you go. I just like the bottom row in there. So you have particle weapons, fine. Hull is 1200. Shield 1125. Love that shield. Cargo again. If you wanted to add more cargo, you could. You know, the aesthetics on the side to me were just what I was kind of looking at. So you could definitely, take off maybe a fuel thing, add some more storage, take these out, make them a little bulkier storage if you wanted to. Real easy to do. The jump range, we got the maximum jump range, 30 light years. Mobility, it's at 100. Yeah. Top speeds, base 40, but we were flying and I showed you those stats up there. And the mass, I can't believe the mass, 726. It's the lowest mass possible ship that I've built that looks like it could fall on its face. I mean, you've got the landing gear there. You've got to have so much weight here. I don't know how it's balanced. Maybe with the engines in the back, it kind of balances out and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't, how all that math would work out. But so yeah, so it shouldn't exist. It's the impossible ship. Maybe that's why I'll call it the impossible ship. But like I said, a lot of fun. Really enjoyed doing this one, and like I said, starting off where we did, of just trying to go out, get a ship, steal a ship with minimal amount of money, make something, and then when you get some money, get some credits and stuff to really, trick it out. So, all right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm enjoying making all these build videos, and people keep on asking me to build more. So, I especially like these original builds, just to see what we come up with all the different stuff. So, thank you again for spending some time. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Ding the bell, do all the stuff and everything. We're doing so well on the YouTube stuff. And again, throw down below in the comment section, likes, dislikes, suggestions, and maybe what you think I should name this. So, all right, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.